It's football season, y'all, and I, for one, could not care less. Where's the action? Where's the pizzazz? Where's the monsters? That's right, baby. Today we're making football better, and it's all about those monsters. I'm drafting together a team of cryptids to shake things up in the college football world. Step aside, Georgia, because it's time for the East Virginia Cryptids to take the championship. First, a few stipulations. Football seems pretty complicated, and I never got my PhD in footballology, so we're going to be simplifying some of the positions a little bit. For this, all we really need to know are the 2 rules of football. Have fun and be yourself. Secondly, any cryptids with wings would have a massive advantage, so we're going to implement a rule that limits them to, let's say, a 1-foot hover. Going any higher results in a 15-yard penalty. Finally, cryptids can only fill multiple positions if there are multiple of those cryptids. So for example, a bunch of Yetis could make up the offensive line, but the defensive line couldn't be made of a bunch of Loch Ness monsters. Back in elementary school, my school's library had a shocking amount of cryptids / ghosts / conspiracy books, which is a wild thing to read about when your brain's still gestating. I remember one book in particular was like this Civil War ghosts book with a bunch of pictures of alleged spirits, which is a crazy thing to read about before your 10:30 lunch of chocolate milk and chicken nuggets. Another book was this giant tome of superstitions and other supernatural phenomenon, and I got so scared that it took me months to read. It was the only book I ever returned late, which is a disgusting scar on my otherwise unblemished library record. But hands down, my favorite books to read were the books about cryptids. Bigfoot, the Loch Ness Monster, the Jersey Devil, I loved all of them. Needless to say, if anyone was prepared to build an entire football team out of cryptids, it would probably be like John Madden or someone like that. But I would be a close second. To build a perfect team, we're gonna need to dig deep into the world of cryptids and pull out the most obscure monsters to win the championship. Creatures like the Hopkinsville goblins, or the melonheads, or my personal favorite, the Oklahoma octopus, which is a giant octopus that somehow lives in the man-made freshwater lakes of Oklahoma, and it's definitely real and not just a dumb excuse for why a bunch of drunk people drown in lakes in Oklahoma. And hey, what are you looking at? Stop it. Now that everyone's calmed down, let's go ahead and get started with our offense. For our offensive line, we need creatures that are big and bulky, someone that nobody's gonna get through. So who better to choose than a family of big feet? I don't care who the other team has, nobody's getting past a squad of angry squatches. And while we have the offensive line, we still need to fill the center position. This guy needs to be as strong and bulky as the rest, but also someone that the big feet can get behind. For this position, we're gonna go with Old Yellowtop, a Bigfoot with a blonde head. With this guy's leadership, nobody's gonna cross that line. Next up, we need a tight end. From my limited understanding of football, this person needs to be both a blocker and a receiver, somewhat of a hybrid player, so who better to put in this position than an actual hybrid? 50% goat, 50% bat, and 100% lean, mean footballing machine. The Jersey Devils got an axe to grind and a ball to catch. With the offensive line out of the way, we can move on to our main ball-carrying players. Our wide receivers need to be tall, and they need to be fast, which is why my first wide receiver is gonna be the Mothman. He's tall, he's fast, he can fly, this moth guy has it all. Plus he has a supernatural sense of danger, so he'll be able to predict any incoming interceptions, or at the very least make sure that the team's bus doesn't go over a collapsing bridge. Our other wide receiver is the Dover Demon. Look at those fingers and tell me they weren't made to catch footballs. He may not be the biggest player on the team, but he's fast, and his long arms and long fingers more than make up for that. He's literally made to catch footballs. For our running backs, we need one to be slightly bigger than the other, since he's the principal protector of the ball. For this role, I've chosen the Michigan Dogman. He's got the speed of a dog, and he's 7 feet of pure steel. Unfortunately, he only appears in years that end with 7, so we might have to find a replacement for most years. Our other running back is the Loveland Frog. He can hop fast, and he can jump over the defensive line, so he is perfect for the job. Now all that's left on our offense is our quarterback. He needs to be strong, he needs to be fast, he needs to be able to throw a ball, and he needs to be someone the team can get behind. It's no easy task, but I think everyone's favorite octopus-themed cryptid is up for the job. He's big, he's mean, he's got 8 arms, and he'll never back down from a fight. Everyone say it with me now, it's Octosquatch. Okay, jokes aside real quick, I really tried to find a good place for the Oklahoma octopus, but but literally he doesn't fit into any position. He can't move around much, he can't survive long without water, and he's not really good at the athletics thing, so there's really no place to put him. Sorry, buddy. Good luck at tryouts next year. Our team can't rely on offense alone. We need a strong defensive line to stop anything the other team throws our way. Like the Bigfoot on offense, I'm stocking our defensive line with a bunch of Yeti. These 4 Yetis aren't going to let anything through, but just in case, we need a couple of strong linebackers. Our outside linebackers need to be big and mean, so we need cryptids that are big and bold. Boars. We need boars. We need the Beast of Dean and old Jimmy Squarefoot. These 2 Boartown bros won't let anything through, and they will gore the other team's players if we need them to. The middle linebacker is sort of like the quarterback of defense, so we need someone that can call a play and lead the team. For this role, I'm choosing Shane Medej. Is he a cryptid? No, but I think it's really funny. Besides, who else would I put in that position? The fucking Oklahoma Octopus? Cornerbacks. Everybody's gotta have them. What do? I'm not quite sure, but they're on the Wikipedia page, so I put them on the board. Like the linebackers, I think these 2 could use some synergy between the 2 of them, so I'm choosing 2 flying creatures with similar themes. For the cornerbacks, I'm choosing the Bat Beast of Kent and the Bat Squatch. I'm just now realizing that I fucked it up. This is supposed to be the cornerbacks, so just, Where'd that one go? Where the fuck did he go? One of the pictures just vanished. It's just gone. Moving on, all that's left on the defense is our 2 safeties. Like our running backs, we need one safety to be a bit bigger than the other one. For the bigger player, I'm drafting the Goat Man. Half man and half goat, this guy will literally fuck you up. Getting him to leave one of his many bridges to join the football world might be a little bit difficult, but with the right compensation package, I think we'll get our man. The final safety is the Ratman of South End. Not only will the Ratman be able to chase down the players that the Goatman can't get, but they both share a love of bridges, and player bonding is crucial for the team's success. While we're here, let's go ahead and talk about our head coach. We need somebody who is a good communicator, somebody who wants the best for the team. For this role, I'm choosing Indrid Cold, aka the Grinning Man. This guy will dedicate himself to the team's happiness and hopefully lead them towards a championship win. Finally, we have our team's special team unit. For the sake of simplicity, I'm just narrowing it down to 3 specific roles. We're looking at the long snapper, the kicker, and the holder. Our long snapper needs to be able to snap the ball far enough to give our kicker an adequate amount of time. For this role, I'm gonna have to go with the infield horror. This guy just looks like he's constantly ready to snap the ball, so I think we should give him a chance. Our kicker needs to be a player with strong legs, and who better to choose than a cryptid who's only legs? The Fresno Nightcrawler might look like a pair of pants, but he can kick the ball further than anyone. Finally, we need a player who can catch the snap and prepare it for the kicker in fractions of seconds. We need somebody with sticky fingers, somebody who's dexterous enough to manipulate the ball in such a way. He won't play much during the games, but the few seconds that he does are going to be crucial for the team's success. If only there was a sticky-fingered cryptid who had very dexterous arms and would fit right into a role where he wouldn't need to be on the field for very long. But there's just none that come to mind. What's that, Octosquatch? Your dad's second cousin's nephew would be perfect for the job? I don't know. That kind of sounds like nepotism to me. Who is this guy anyway? The Oklahoma Octopus? 8 arms, suckers for fingers, and he can only be out of water for a few minutes at a time. He's perfect. That's it. That's the team. Wow, guys. We did it. I hope everybody followed rule number 1 of football. Anyway, me and the team are gonna go hit the showers before the big game. We're hoping to make playoffs this year. Come on, ref! And other things that people say about football. Go team! Oh my god. No fucking way. He's stuck to me. That's where he went.